before the dome. I mean, Chalky needs a miracle here.
Yeah.
And that is an Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah. Concede comes out from Chalky.
Number 5 coming up. Shoop is on match point. Cthulhu Druid has looked so good. I mean, maybe I've just completely underestimated Druid. You know, at one point, I called Druid the worst class right out of the gate because it just wasn't winning anything. But then, of course, a week after I say that, someone finds a great Cthulhu Druid build, and it's looking like it may be one of the best ones.
Yeah. I also remember a tweet that you sent out that said
Druid is the new priest. That's what I said.
No. I think it was about Force of Nature. I'm not sure if it was you. That Force of Nature is better after the nerf than it was.
No. That's completely backwards. I said aggro Druid looks better after the Force Nature change than regular Druid does. Which at the time it did, because we still had Fel Reaver, the format. So Innervating Fel Reaver was still a lot better than the old Force Nature Savage Roar combos did at that point. Yeah, you're trying to really pin me hard on that one.
I have 10,000 ad hominem arguments that I could throw out you right now, but I'm going to hold back.
Good.
Because your beard scared me. Yeah.
What is behind his beard? There is no chin. There's only another fist.
You have to get to the second beard first. But what is it? This means so much for Shoop. Shoop, I mentioned it earlier, is a player that made it so close to qualifying for the 2015 One Nation of Gamers Circuit Finals. He was one match away, and he actually made it to, I think, like not back-to-back feature finals, but multiple feature tournament finals. And at the end of the day, was beat out on points even, so didn't quite get to make it there. So Shoop, I mean, he's got to be feeling good about it this spot, but I don't know what it was earlier on in the day, nerves or something, but he got close to winning that match, and he started making some errors in that last game, if you remember, in the semifinals. So he's got to sort of just calm himself down, and I mean, he's got 3 chances to win with this Hunter. One of them is against a decent matchup in Warrior. One of them's against a close matchup in Druid, but you do have some chances of coming back. I think that's slightly Druid favored. Once it's just a mirror matchup, so that can go any way. I think if you're Shoop, you got to be feeling good.
I'll tell you what, you'll feel good if you get some good draws, but the Hunter deck we've seen struggle a lot this weekend with just not having good draws. Like the games we've seen it lose, it usually just doesn't have anything to do and dies. Mm-hmm. Or in the games we've seen it draw really well, it is a major force. And so the 2 drops have seemed to be the biggest key to this deck so far. And so here we go, Cthulhu Druid for Chalky, and last deck for Shoop, which is that Hunter.
Channel this inner Hunter. This Hunter is a little bit different. I think Shoop just spilled water all over himself.
Oh, dang it.
Chalky actually just mulliganed early.
Well, they could see each other on the cams. I mean, he saw Shoop walk away. He's like, oh, this is my chance.
Quick.
And that's not a good opening hand from Chalky. Cthulhu in the opener. That's just dead for a long time. Can always reference how big it is very easily, though.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't remember how many Cthulhu buffs he's played.
Okay.
Oops, I don't know how I can turn off my phone sound every single time.
Every single time it happens, I think it's like a button that you press. Like when there's like a little bit of dead air and you're just like lean over.
No, it's
met.
That's just the text tone. My bad.
I texted
twice this weekend. How have I done that?
The funny thing is that was me texting Admirable, literally well met.
Checks out.
All right, well, Wild Growth Star for Chalky.
Yeah,
that's going to get him going.
Lots better. Did Shoop keep these animal companions?
He did, yeah.
Whoa, that's a big joust.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteeing that drop is a real deal. Chalky picks up Twilight Elder to help contest this. Maybe he's got something else in mind. I mean, looking at the fact that you have no 5-drop, you just have some responses to it. Do you feel comfortable dropping the Twilight Elder here?
Twilight Elder gets challenged by Houndmaster pretty effectively.
Yeah, that will draw the swipe, though, so it's a 2 for 2.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, looking at it, he doesn't have a 5-drop. His concern's either going to be, am I okay with just swiping on turn 5?
Yeah. I mean, I think that is a consideration. So, also would get the coin out of Shoop because it's on the coin. Would only be on 3 mana next turn. So, yeah, Twilight Elder. I definitely like that.
Yeah, the 1 buff from this, as well as the 3 from the Dark Arcoa, sets up the Twin Emperors very nicely. That's sort of the purpose of that card in the build. Misha gets rolled. And so Chalky doesn't necessarily have to use Swipe this turn. He could Wrath and Hero Power, but Swipe is... it's not wasted here, but it's not great.
Yeah.
But it does help you answer the board, which, again, we've seen Hunters. This is where they struggle, is when the board gets isolated and they don't have clean answers.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to find a way to deal with this Twilight Elder, or else the Deadly Shot is not going to be a guaranteed target next turn for Dark Arakoa. And you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're spending that 3 mana this early in the game to try and go for a 50-50.
Yeah. We'll see how Chalky wants to approach this. I mean, he does have that Dark Arakoa, which will activate the Claxi Amberweaver, and Innervate, I think, is going to stay in hand for now.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the considerations? I mean, if you Dark Arakoa and you Innervate out a Hero Power or Wrath and take out that Misha, the Arakoa is isolated at that point. Mm-hmm. So is going to go with Wrath, draw a card. I mean, this is probably going to be Claxi if this is the case. I mean, maybe you Claxi and Innervate the Hero Power here. He's just going to go Dark Arakoa. Wants the buff for sure. This is going to be Deadly Shot. But that does take up a lot of the turn for Shoop. I mean, he has nothing to add alongside of this if he chooses to go with Deadly Shot here.
Yeah, you can Deadly Shot Freezing Trap, but then you delay the Savannah Highmane by a turn. I mean, can you just Savannah Highmane?
Maybe it's
and
Kill
worry
Command.
About the Dark Arrow. Yeah, but Kill Command's sort of the same boat as Deadly Shot.
Yeah, it's going to be Savannah Highmane, and he's going to worry about this Claxi later. I'm sorry, this Dark Arakoa later on.
Yeah.
This is like a spot where Living Roots would just be all-star. And even the Blood Mage is not too bad. I mean, just to have more fodder in the face of a potential Deadly Shot here makes a big difference.
It definitely does. What could Chalky pick up with Azure Drake that could help him out here? Wrath would not even be that great. He could try and trade in, take out one of the 2/2s if that were the case. But yeah, Claxi Amberweaver just going to give him the biggest minion right now to try and fight for this board.
This Deadly Shot's looking real good.
Oh yeah. 2 prime targets. If that hits the Dark Arakoa, okay, Ghostface. I was going to say he can trade in, then Deadly Shot.
Chalky certainly played this game very interestingly, and he's considering trading with the Savannah Highmane even. I mean, now the Houndmaster is another big consideration. If this gets Houndmastered, what do you do?
Yeah.
And I think that's why the trade.
Trade Deadly Shot Huge Toad.
It's your boy.
Let's see if there's any other options before we go with that play here. I mean, not really anything else. You can try and isolate with Freezing Trap, but that doesn't seem like the best play. Wow, okay. It is going to isolate with Freezing Trap. I mean, maybe he's actually just worried about Cthulhu.
Yeah, well, the Deadly Shot at this point, it's looking like when he isolates the Freezing Trap here, that he wants the Deadly Shot to be pointed at a taunt minion.
Yeah.
It's almost certainly the purpose.
You're not going to be guaranteed to get an isolated target for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
Deadly Shot is a card that you can sort of target where it goes based off early in the game. It's very situational. But, I mean, I guess Freezing Trap's sort of the same way. Freezing Trap just feels like a much weaker version of it, though.
It does let him squeeze in the Hero Power here, so Chalky not going to take the opportunity to Blood Mage swipe this. I'm a little bit surprised by that, because Blood Mage swipe sets up the Blood Mage to kill the Freezing Trap. And once the Freezing Trap is gone, then you can just follow up with the Azure Drake. I don't know about this one. I like this one a little bit less, I think.
Time waits for no one.
I think Living Roots needs to be used here. But whether or not to make 1/1s or kill this Huge Toad is going to be the difference. Decides to make 1/1s. Makes this a little bit better against Deadly Shot. Also makes it a little bit better against Freezing Trap because he forces Shoop to either trade or concede the fact that he's going to give up this freezing trap to one of these trees.
Go for sure. And trade over one of these trees. Maybe not. Yep, trade over the tree. 3 to face. And this is finally an opening for Chalky here to maybe get something done.
Oh yeah, Swipe is just going to destroy this board.
Yeah, can even just wait now that the Blood Mage is still threatening the freezing trap. Chalky was trying to set this up to get more value, I think. Oh, what a huge juggle.
Yikes. But, I mean, Chalky just has Cthulhu. I mean, I feel like this game is still all but over.
It's a 10-10 Cthulhu at this point. I feel like this Klaxi is very liable to get Deadly Shot here. Now, we've said that about 16 times this game so far, though. So,
yeah.
There's just no telling what's going to end up happening. The Stranglethorn Tiger, a pretty legitimate threat here. Back that up with 2 kill commands. Yep, Tiger and Deadly Shot. Jockey needs help. Maybe not. Hero Power. He's setting up the lethal. Jockey really needs help then.
If Cthulhu does not kill the Stranglethorn Tiger, that is game. All in here.
Wow.
Okay.
And this is a major threat now, too. Call the Wild. It's not... I mean, he's got to answer the Cthulhu. I think this might be Deadly Shot. Oh, we're just ripping it. Doesn't hit the Cthulhu. And that's going to do it. Wow, what just happened?
What an anticlimactic Deadly Shot. That Deadly Shot had so many good targets throughout the game. That Deadly Shot could have hit that Klaxi Amberweaver 4 turns prior.
What? I'm trying to... It's so weird the way that they ended up playing this game. Like Chalky being so patient on the swipe. And then Shoop being very conservative with the Deadly Shot. I mean, like you said, he had multiple opportunities to really set that up. I mean, the freezing trap to isolate what happens post is fine there. I mean, obviously his concern is squeezing in the hero powers there, but I think he just had stronger turns.
Yeah.
And with Hunter, I feel like setting up those stronger turns is like, that's part of your win condition, is just having a very powerful turn in the face of your opponent doing something weak.
Yeah.
And his conservative play ends up coming back to bite him pretty hard here. Now, Chalky did get a Cthulhu to kill the Stranglethorn Tiger there, but it's pretty likely to kill the Stranglethorn Tiger when it's isolated and an 11 power Cthulhu.
Yeah. But now